Golden State Warriors All-Star point guard Stephen Curry recently appeared on a podcast and stated that he doesn't believe that man has ever stepped foot on the moon. It was on a Winging It podcast, a joint appearance with him and Andre Iguodala, where he was interacting, I think, with either an interviewer or someone else on the show, or maybe a panel, whatever. And he indicated that he didn't believe, he agreed with someone else that man has never stepped foot on the moon, and that people who disagree with him might feel, might come at him because of his viewpoints or whatever. Now, some people are speculating whether or not he might be pulling people's leg, maybe doing a repeat of what Kyrie Irving had did, where Kyrie Irving for quite some time had espoused the belief that he thought that the earth was flat, and then eventually he came out and said that he was just basically just pulling people's leg, just kidding around with it. But a lot of these athletes don't realize just how powerful their words are to some people, especially younger people, and also people who may not be as, people who are a lot more cynical, people who tend to believe that people are out to get them, or people who don't really have a historical knowledge or scientific knowledge or what have you. Do I agree with Stephen Curry that no one has ever been on the moon? No. Do I think that the original 1969 moon landing was staged? Up until a couple of years ago, I would have said hell no. But there are some things that you question. It was John F. Kennedy in 1961 who originally made the pledge to have man visit the moon before the decade was out. And this was 1961. And man had been failing epically, in their attempts to try to just escape Earth's orbit, let alone reach the moon. And 1969, as anybody can count, that was the last year of the decade. So, you got Richard Nixon in the White House, we all know Richard Nixon, the diabolical kung fu master from Black Dynamite movie and cartoon series. You know how diabolical he is. And he had to come up with something to, I guess, withhold Kennedy's pledge. And I didn't want a failure in my administration. So, it's possible. I don't really think so, but who knows? Maybe the moon landing was staged. So, but there's no evidence really, there's no real strong evidence to suggest that it was staged. You only have, really shallow, there's really nothing to suggest that it was fake. You know what I'm saying? I hear people give they point out certain things, but you can always easily explain them. Like, why is the flag waving when there's no atmosphere on the moon? Well, yeah, but they were also in a rocket, and maybe that's where the supposed wind is coming from, so there's certain things, people point out, and when you look at it from face value, oh, wow, yeah, they're right, 100%. But then you can explain away a lot of these different things. I don't know. But tell me what you guys think about Steph Curry, man. Do you agree with him, or do you think he's full of shit? What have you?